दिस इज 92.7 बिग एफएम मेरी जान और मैं हूँ आपके साथ आपकी दोस्त आरजे निशा। एंड चलिए आज जानते थे ना कि आज वर्ल्ड हार्ट डे पर कौन हमारे साथ जुड़ चुका।
Hello, I am Dr. Prashant Jagtap from Viveka Hospital, Nagpur. I am consultant cardiologist attached to this hospital.
और जैसे कि आपने कहा कि you're a cardiologist, सबसे पहली चीज जो हमारे दिमाग में आती है कि एग्जैक्टली कार्डियोवास्कुलर डिजीज होती क्या है। सो व्हाट वुड यू लाइक टू एक्सप्लेन ऑन दैट?
Well, the term cardiovascular disease refers to any disease of the heart, vascular disease of the brain, and disease of the blood vessel. More people die from cardiovascular disease worldwide than from any other cause. In fact, 17.9 million every year, according to World Health Organization. Of these deaths, 80% are due to coronary heart disease, example heart attack, and cerebrovascular disease, example strokes, and mostly they affect low and middle income countries. Cardiovascular diseases become the leading cause of mortality in India. 1 in 4 deaths in India are now because of cardiovascular disease, with ischemic heart disease and stroke responsible for more than 80% of this burden. The global burden of the disease study estimate of a standardized cardiovascular death rate of 272 per 1 lakh population in India is higher than the global average of 235 per 1 lakh population.
Oh my god, that's a very huge number to understand. But as coming to you, doctor, what are the risk factors of the cardiovascular diseases as you've just explained us?
Well, there are many risk factors associated with heart attacks and stroke, and some risk factors such as family history, as you can understand, cannot be modified, while other risk factors like high blood pressure can be modified with treatment. So, to summarize, the modifiable risk factors include lack of exercise or physical inactivity, unhealthy diet, raised blood pressure, which is called as high blood pressure, hypertension, tobacco use, high cholesterol, and being overweight, which is called as obesity. And of course, diabetes. These are all modifiable, meaning you can reduce your weight by doing regular exercise. You can control your diabetes, you can control your weight, and control your blood pressure as well. One of the non-modifiable risk factors can be age, because simply getting old is a risk factor for cardiovascular disease, and risk of stroke doubles every decade after the age of 55. Men are having a greater risk of heart attack than a premenopausal woman. However, once past the menopause, a woman's risk is similar to a man. Risk of stroke is similar for men and women. And people with Asian descent are at high risk of developing heart attacks than other racial groups. We all know, and this is typically true about South Asian countries, Asia, which includes India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. And lastly, socioeconomic status, a chronically stressful life, social isolation, depression increases the risk of heart attack.
Oh, that's interesting. So, when you talk about the CVD, what is the burden of CVD which we actually think about?
Well, an estimated 17.9 million die of cardiovascular disease every year, and 80% of the deaths occur in low and middle income countries like ours.
So, what causes these things more into us? So, what causes CVD in fact?
Well, there are many risk factors that contribute to the development of cardiovascular disease. Some people are born with conditions that predispose them to heart disease and stroke, but most people who develop cardiovascular disease do so because of combination of factors like poor diet, lack of physical activity, and or smoking. The more risk factors you are exposed to, the higher the chance of developing cardiovascular disease. And many of the risk factors for cardiovascular disease cause problems because they lead to atherosclerosis, which is narrowing and thickening of arteries and develops for years without causing symptoms. It can happen in any part of the body. Around the heart, it is called as coronary artery disease, and in the legs, it is known as peripheral arterial disease.
Okay. So, is there any signs of heart attack that we really need to understand?
Yeah, typically, when a heart attack occurs, it means patient would have chest discomfort. Most heart attacks involve discomfort in the center of the chest that lasts for more than few minutes. It goes away and comes back. And you can feel uncomfortable pressure squeezing or pain. And you can also have discomfort in other areas of upper body, like, pain or discomfort in arms, the back, the neck, the jaw, or the stomach also. Sometimes you can have only shortness of breath without chest discomfort. And other signs may include, cold sweat, nausea, or lightheadedness. Can be all symptoms of heart attack.
Oh, so how is the smoking and the heart disease linked up with each other? As you've also been said that even consumption of tobacco in any form can cause it up. So how are these interlinked?
Well, smoking damages the lining of blood vessels, increases fatty deposits in the arteries, increases blood clotting, adversely affect blood lipid levels, and promotes coronary artery spasm. Nicotine accelerates the heart rate and raises the blood pressure.
So any kind of a diet which we have in a daily basis have any kind of a role to play in the development of heart diseases?
Yes, definitely, because diet plays a significant role in protecting or predisposing people to heart disease. Diets high in animal fat, low in fresh vegetables and fruit, and high in alcohol have been shown to increase the risk of heart disease. Adopting a diet low in fat and salt has a protective effect over the long term. And this essentially means whole grains, fruits and vegetables. And we know typically Mediterranean diet is so good for heart. And we have been known for years that Mediterranean diet, which is rich in olive oil, is supposed to be good for heart.
So are there different kind of symptoms of heart attack when you talk about men and women together?
Partly yes. The symptoms of heart attack in a man are intense chest pain in left arm, jaw, difficulty breathing. Women may have the same symptoms, but the pain may be diffuse. It may be more in shoulders, necks, arms, back, abdomen. And she might say that, it's like feeling more like indigestion. And there may not be pain, but unexplained anxiety, nausea, palpitations, cold sweating, dizziness. So women's heart attack may have been preceded by an unexplained fatigue. And as doctors, we understand it's difficult to diagnose a heart attack in a woman as compared to a man.
So is even the heart disease hereditary?
Well, heart disease does run in some families. But even if you inherit the risk factors that predispose you to heart disease, such as high blood cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, or even being overweight, there are certain measures you can take that will help you avoid developing heart disease. Everybody has to exert, everybody has to go by the way to protect your heart. That means proper diet, low in sodium, low in cholesterol, rich in vegetables, and of course regular exercise.
So what is the connection between even the raised BP or the blood pressure and the heart disease?
Well, raised blood pressure, which is called as hypertension, is a recognized risk factor for heart attacks. Blood moving through your arteries, it pushes against the arterial walls, and this force is measured as blood pressure. So raised blood pressure occurs when very small arteries, which is called as arterioles in medical language, they become narrow or they tighten. So your heart has to work harder to pump blood through the smaller space, and the pressure inside the vessel grows. The constant excess pressure on the artery walls weakens them, making them more susceptible to a process called atherosclerosis, which is nothing but deposition of cholesterol, calcium inside the lining of the arteries, and this predisposes to heart attacks.
As you have seen the lifestyle of Nagpurian peoples, you know the city so well. So doctor, what would you like to advise to all those people जो इस वक्त आपको फिलहाल सुन रहे हैं नागपुर शहर में, regarding कि उन्हें अपने दिल का ख्याल कैसे रखना चाहिए?
मुझे लगता है कि people should exercise regularly. That is very important. It may be walking, cycling, running, any form of exercise. Use more public transport, by meaning you take a metro, because when you take a metro, you walk down to the metro station. You have more time to sit in the metro, you can listen to music, you can read a book, so it is more relaxing. So very important, public transport from a health perspective. And of course diet, meaning if you have to promote healthy diet amongst the younger generation, particularly the children who are very crazy about fast food. So these are the two important things. And lastly, uh, people should abstain from smoking. That is the most important risk factors in younger people for heart attacks.
सो थैंक यू सो मच डॉक्टर जगताप, आप हमारे साथ बने रहे और आज वर्ल्ड हार्ट डे पर आपने कितनी सारी दिल की बातें हमसे यहाँ शेयर की कि हमें इसका ख्याल किस तरीके से रखना चाहिए। लेकिन अगर आपको हाई ब्लड प्रेशर है, डायबिटीज है या कोई भी हार्ट कंडीशन में आपको थोड़ी सी भी अगर दिक्कत आती है ना, तो प्लीज रेगुलरली अपने डॉक्टर्स के संपर्क में बने रहे। आपके ब्लड ग्लूकोज लेवल्स को हमेशा चेक करते रहे, ब्लड प्रेशर को, इन सभी को रेगुलर बेसिस में चेक करने की अपनी एक आदत बना लें और बस उसके बाद आप भी हेल्दी रहने वाले हैं और आपका दिल भी। चलिए इसी बात के साथ और भी बातें होंगी 92.7 बिग एफएम पर। धुन बदल के तो देखो।